Hello there, welcome to Genesis Models. My name is Bob Waldron, and in this video we're going to be having a in-box review. It's going to be of Airfix Nice and New 1/72 scale McDonnell Douglas Phantom FGR.2 by Airfix. Lovely box art just on there. Now this kit, as you already know, they've already released a version of this. Only been like a year old ish, and this is basically a rebox with sort of some new decals and stuff just inside. Not one big bag of all your sprues in there, not the best packaging, but hey. Quick look, we've got instructions, we'll go over them later. We've got this absolutely gorgeous massive set of decals just here. This is by Cartograph as well, so very nice. As you can see, if you like stencils, this is going to be a kit for you because it is packed full of stencils. Love it or hate it, it's all there. Nice couple of markings, we've got roundels looking good, colours are in registry. The small print, I mean, it is hard to make. You can sort of like make out some of the small writing just on here. Being by Cartograph, it's going to be an absolute gorgeous set of decals. Moving along, we have our markings. We've got this nice sort of navy blue set of markings just here, the FGR.2 1992. Then on the back of this one, nice quality colour paper, we have the colours for weapons and fuel tanks and stuff. For that, we have our second set of markings, which is our grey tone just here, which is the Falkland Isles 1991. As you can see, that should make a nice one as well. On the back, we've got our two-stage camo pattern, 1972 Germany. I do like this one personally myself. We then have stencils. Love them or hate them, this thing, as you can see, is packed full of stencils. Right, and turn this over, and loads of stencils. Absolutely mental the amount of stencils we have with this. Let's just get out a blade and we can have a look at the kit itself. Right, and this kit is very similar to the one that we did. Right, but you've seen the decals, which is the main difference. Starting off, we have our main sort of fuselage section. Looking at this, look at the surface detail. Yes, the recessed panel lines are quite wide, definitely out of scale. We do have recess rivets as well, giving us nice amounts of detail. As you can just see, let's maybe bring you in a bit closer. There we go. As you can see there, showing off loads and loads of detail. At the back here, where we would have natural metal finish, loads of sort of detail there. But again, it is, as I say, a bit out of scale. Bit of wing bits just here, which I do believe that's for you know, folded wings and stuff. On the opposite side, again, nice detail just there, just a bit out of scale. A little bit of detail on the inside of our cockpit area. Right, so there's sprue number one. We've got some fuel tanks and stuff here. Nice detail on there. I do like how where the recessed panel line wraps around, it just stays nice and continuous and doesn't fade, how you do get with some poorer molds. Right, eject pin marks, not anywhere nasty on that sprue. I've got a few odds and sods on our sprue here. We've got our cockpit area here. Not really any detail around the cockpit area, just a little bit just here. Our seats, they do have seat belts on them here. It is 1/72 scale, remember. Bit more seat detail. We do have instrument display panel, which is blank, which I do believe, yes, the decals do basically make up the detail for this, so they are relying heavily on decals to make up their cockpit detail. We've got our wheel well doors just here, looking rather nice. Turn it over. Yes, we have some ejector pin marks on the inside of here, but there's not really loads of detail around this, so to actually kind of sand these out isn't going to be too hard to actually do. We've got some wheels here. We've got a bit of landing gear, which these don't have any ejector pin marks by the looks of it. Bit of air intakes and exhausts just here, looking rather nice. Moving along, we got some wing section. The wing section, again, just like the rest of the surface detail, is very nice and crisp, just a bit out of scale. We do have our sort of tail area here. These are going to probably come off quite easily, so do be careful with them. Air intakes, nice to see that we don't have any ejector pin marks actually in the air intake bit, just in there. It's nice and smooth, which is nice to see. And we got some belly detail just here. If we just focus, there we go. Bit of belly detail there with loads of rivets, rather nice. Another piece just here with the underside of the fuselage section, same level of lovely detail going on. Just there, we've got our air brakes, not much detail, but you know, it is 1/72 scale. And then the final sprue is packed full of stuff like sidewinders and sparrows and all that kind of good stuff. Sidewinders are all one piece, which is rather interesting. Not really seeing any ejector pin marks on them, which is also rather cool. Well, actually, sorry, it's not one piece. We've got our fins just here, but pretty much one piece. Sparrows are one piece as well, as you can see there, rather cool. We've got the triple ejection rack system as well, which is cool. We've got some free fall bombs, about 4 of them, some more fuel tanks along here also. Let's just get you focused here. There we go. And then we also have, as a quick one, we have our, oh, something fell out there. Is that important? Let's throw it back in the bag. But yeah, we have our Canopy Detail just here, which is looking very shiny, very crisp, which is really good to see, because Airfix can cock this stuff up a bit now and then, but absolutely gorgeous, nice, clear, crystal clear cockpit canopy sections just here. We do have the option for the whole thing in one, or we can have the different pieces, so as we can have canopy open, and then there's just a few little odds and sods just in there, so very impressive there. So all in all, the kit's looking quite good. 1/72 scale. It's only like the recessed panel lines that are a bit out of scale. Our instructions, typical instructions, a bit about the actual aircraft. We do have colour, it's standard quality paper. Cockpit section goes together. Interestingly, at the back here with our horizontal stabilizers, is we've got this piece here where we put one piece in and it can go at that angle. We put a different piece in and we can have it at a different angle. You know, kind of interesting why they don't just kind of, you know, just have a hole and you just stick it in and you rotate it whatever you want. But you know, there you go, it still has an option there. Got that on both sides. Air intakes, pretty much all Phantoms have this sort of a little bit of a complexity to it, and there is chances of fit issues pretty much with any kit you sort of get because of the way it goes together. On this one we have two fuselage halves come together, and then it looks like at the top of the fuselage half here we have this one piece come in on top, which that could potentially, where that fits around, need to be. I don't know if I'm trying to sort of get rid of that whole, you know, you've got that sort of join line going down the middle, and I don't know if I'm trying to get rid of that whole, trying to like not have to sand that out or something, because I would find it easier to, you know, get that join line, sand that out, fill it in, whatever. Whereas this, it's like you've then got it all the way around. It's just, I think it makes it a bit more harder personally, but hopefully it fits okay. Moving along, you got the bottom, the fuselage and wing section. Looks kind of fairly simple. You've got to drill your holes out for whether you want to have weapons or not, which is most likely yes. And looking through this, you bring that bottom fuselage half down. Just look like we can have movable flaps and ailerons, brakes open or closed, which is cool. Moving along, looks fairly sort of simple there. Yes, obviously landing gear up or down. A nice array of different types of weapons we can put on this, which is rather cool, and it shows you sort of different loadouts and stuff. We got the fuel hook as well. That's either open or closed, so another nice little feature there. And as we've already discussed, you know, you can have the canopy one section, or open canopy if you so wish. So there we have it. Very new tool. A lot of hype about the first release of this. The second release I do kind of prefer, because it's the FGR.2 version. The price is around about £20–25 depending upon where you go. So all in all, it's a damn big thumbs up, because fantastic decals, looks like a damn good kit. The only thing I can really sort of knock on this kit is maybe the recessed panel lines look a little bit out of scale, but you know, not a massive big deal depending on your personal preference. But yeah, I mean, definitely good quality for money. So hopefully you've enjoyed the Phantom FGR.2 by Airfix 1/72 scale. So until next time, my name is Bobby Waldron, this is Genesis Models, and I hope you've enjoyed.